Before we begin today's episode, I wanted to say thank you to our 800 plus Patreon members and everyone that has supported us along the way for Cardboard Alchemist. It was a project that really came out of an organic conversation with Sebastian a long time ago before him and I partnered up and created this beautiful podcast for you folks. So I love you all. Thank you so much. And this episode is about burnout, which is a serious thing. Mental health is an important aspect, and you need to take care of yourself before you can take care of others. Other people's cards, too. Enjoy today's episode.
Learn to restore Pokemon, TCG, and sports cards here on the Cardboard Alchemist podcast. And now here are your hosts, Giovanni and Sebastian.
What's up, everybody? Oh, you're drinking Samuel Adams.
Yes.
What? Is that a non-alcoholic IPA? What? They have non-alcoholic IPAs?
Yes.
Hell yeah, dude. Where'd you get that one?
My Albertsons started carrying it like a grocery store, and
hell yeah, dude.
It's funny. I swear to God, like I'm probably the only person that goes to this section in the alcohol aisle, and
nobody goes.
I'm always buying everything there, and every time there's something new. There's one called Bureau out of like London that I tried. That one's okay, but this one's actually really.
I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of good like Scottish beers, IPAs, and then also like a lot of imported beers from over there, like England. There actually some of them are pretty good. Some of them are pretty good. Some of them are kind of The best whiskey that I've had was an Irish whiskey.
Japanese whiskey's pretty good too. But
I freaking love Japanese whiskey. It runs smooth down.
Yeah. I have done a lot of the fake whiskeys and stuff like that. They're no good, dude.
They're no good.
Fake beer is where it's at. But anyway, welcome to Cardboard Alchemist.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We're reminiscing. And by the way, I have my partner in crime back again. What's up, Seabass?
What's up? No more pain
you.
medications. No more freaking muscle relaxers. I feel great.
I know, I missed you last episode. I kept saying all the time, and I started to cry a little bit.
My spirit was inside you because that's how I would start too. I would always say in every freaking episode.
I listened back to it and it was just painful. Like, you know, that whole thing of listening to your own voice. And
some of our audience and some of our listeners were like, they were messaging me. Some guy named Hunter texted me like, hey, well, you were really missed last week. Josh looked like he really missed you.
Yeah, I was low energy for sure, low T status because.
Hey, but you look fly as hell with that freaking button up and tie.
Oh,
you look like you're about to go somewhere.
By the way, I forgot why I was dressed up that day.
You're just looking at the family photos.
I dressed up today because I went to GameStop and I did the trade up challenge or the trade anything challenge. Have you heard about that?
Yeah, the trade anything.
I walked in with the first edition Charizard that I have, the Fugazi one.
The Fugazi.
And I traded it. And I got $5 for it. Yeah. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
The first place kicked me out. I went in and they were like, get out of here. No recording. Yeah.
what place did you go to? Another GameStop?
I went to another GameStop, yeah. And they were cool as hell. But the girl thought it was real the whole time. I kind of feel bad. But anyway.
Jesus, you would have made headlines if they were like, GameStop bought a fake card for $100,000.
Well, I wouldn't have done it. That's like straight fraud, I guess.
That's fraud right there.
So, yeah. But anyway.
Dude, speaking of that, somebody on eBay is actually selling fake cards and on purposely is like damaging them so they can seem real, like if they're played.
Remember when we had that Fugazi episode where we were looking at like that one seller that was selling all those Temu
fake
specials?
Ones.
Yeah, dude. That was crazy. And they were getting thousands and thousands of dollars before they freaking got,
they busted
popped.
his ass.
But speaking of, scams here, it's funny, the girl was trying to convince me to grade with PSA. She's like, you should grade this with PSA. I'm like, I heard PSA is a scam. And she's like,
Oh. Oh my
So
god, it's Togepi.
this is allegedly. We don't know for a fact if this is true or not. It's the internet, but this story has been making the rounds, and I wouldn't see why it would get this far if there wasn't some legs to it. But we're gonna jump right into it. So recently, as we know, PSA has been buying cards right after they grade them,
Yeah,
which
and
is
sometimes
a
they'll even
massive
give you-
conflict of interest. Like, don't even try to convince me it's not. It's a conflict of interest.
And then sometimes they'll be offering you more than what other people are buying it for. It really depends on the card, though, too.
Yeah, and they even have this back end that allows like third parties to come in, I think, and like put buys on things. So it's not just PSA buying them; it's like all these mystery pack places and stuff like that. That's the only way they're buying it for more than value, right? Because they're getting more. Like it's like GameStop. These they have a lunar pack for $2,500. You can rip it online, and of course the videos that GameStop shares is the ones that people are hitting $5,000 cards and stuff.
Exactly, but then
But dude,
what
people are getting their
actually
heads ripped off on that thing. You know what I mean?
Somebody spent $500 on one of those things, and I only think they got like maybe like $200 worth of a card, which is insane.
What's even crazier is like they will buy back the card that you just ripped to try to keep you going too.
So you can get another power pack to see if you can get something better. But
I know they sell deeper and deeper.
They sell them there on GameStop too, like the power pack packages. Have you ever gotten those or no?
No, I stay away from mystery
I
packs.
stay away from it too, but I know somebody actually got a good card. They got a Bubble Mew, I think, and they also got a felt hat Pikachu, a PSA 10, which was actually worth their while. But I think what people are trying to get is that golden ticket that will give them a booster box from the new set, a booster bundle, anything from the new set for a whole year for free.
Interesting. Okay. So listen to this story. The PSA grades these guys' cards PSA 9s, right? He gets buy it nows, like, or whatever. They're offering him like $35-$40 a card, and he ends up taking it, right? So what's crazy is he is like, okay, whatever, they didn't hit 10s, and he accepts these offers. But right when he hits accept,
they turn into 10s.
They turn into freaking 10s, which are worth way more. They put the cert numbers in here too. I'm curious, like if we went onto PSA's website and grabbed one of these, I wonder if they deactivated these.
They probably
certs.
deactivated it. I have a feeling because like why even like. But I was kind of reading into it, and apparently, allegedly, that they actually PSA reached out to him and they gave him the full price for PSA 10.
Well, yeah, because this went public. So the certs are still active. That's crazy. Yeah. Well, I guess it makes sense. So reading through this, here's what it sounds like what happened. So he clarifies this a little bit. So they were PSA 9s. And you know how they have that QA step? Remember how we talked to the
quality?
By the way, if you haven't checked out the episode where we interview a ex-grader, go check that out. Huge app with great information. And one of them was the QA check guys. Remember he was saying like those guys are the absolute G's?
Yeah.
They go through tons and tons of cards, but they took a look at these 9s and said, nah, these should be 10s. And so when he got the grades revealed, they were 9s, but I guess QA actually said, no, these should be 10s.
Yeah.
So now here's the part. Is PSA like scrambling and like talking to him and like trying to like
shut him up?
Yeah. Who knows? But it's just odd.
Listen, you little fuck. You better just keep your mouth shut. We're going to give you that money, but you better shut the fuck up about it.
Yeah. I tell you what, we'll give you 10s from now on if you just keep
your
mouth shut.
We'll give you all 10s, and you know what? We'll give you the same card. Now we'll give you the fucking L tot on it.
So he says this was done without his knowledge, the whole 9 to 10 swap, and PSA didn't know I already accepted the buyback offers. I know this raises other concerns, but no fraud or malicious activity was taking place here. So I guess, the whole headline of the story of this is really just a glitch within PSA system. right? Like
a glitch.
Well, no
Allegedly.
doubt. Okay, like if you just think about it logically, you should not be given an offer until completed hits.
Exactly. That
This
I
almost
agree.
this almost seems like he got hit with offers before the QA check, which doesn't make sense because you can't even see your grades until after
everything's done.
QA is done. So something's really fishy about this.
But what if QA was already done, but then they rechecked it again because they saw something, or they were like, oh wait, let me just check these out again to make sure they're properly 9s. That could have also happened too.
True. So anyway, today's episode is about burnout, and
It's crashing out.
I mean, here's the deal, Sebastian. Like, I feel like I've always been, or tried to be, and I'm not going to try to, like, gloat or whatever, but I've always tried to be innovative in all of this. Not just following the leader, but actually trying to create new methods and things like that.
Yeah.
And a lot of it doesn't work. Like, I'm screwing cards up. And a lot of them, you know, especially with mine, I've, like, really taken some massive L's. I've taken huge W's, too, but since I'm doing more and more experimentation, I've been taking way more L's. And so I've been getting, like, depressed about it, right? I mean, no other way to say
Same
it.
here, man. Same here. But I feel like it's a thing. I mean, a lot of issues can happen with burnouts, and sometimes it's not even like with the cars in general. Sometimes it could even be like either clientele that you're like you get. With me, it's just you know, it's just, I mean, I love the passion of cleaning cars. I love fixing cars. You know, like how we said in the beginning, it's very therapeutic. You know, you're just in your zone. You're in your office or wherever you have your little space. If you're ever doing this, like, you know, restoration thing full time or part time or just for the funsies of it, you know. And you get to be in your creative space, and that's when you have your own. You know, you're on a roll with that. That's how I like to call it. You're on a roll. You're on your track. But then there's times I've noticed, and it's happened to me multiple times, where, you know, of course, you do this from Mondays through Fridays, which I've been doing. Monday through Fridays, I try to engage in this hourly thing from when I get out of work to at least 12 or 1 in the morning. But at the same time, I feel bad because sometimes I need to make also time for my family. I also need time for myself too. And I feel like that's just been like kind of what it's been kind of holding me back from doing it like hardcore, because, you know, I want to spend time with my son. I want to spend time with my wife, you know, have family time. And then also, you know, you have time for myself too, because we all need time for ourselves, you know. We can't just be doing this, and then, you know, you get a whole like headache and crash out that, you know, you feel tired and exhausted from, because you're dealing with clients that are rushing you, being clients that are rude, and that also causes a crash out and a burnout that you're just like, I don't even want to even do this anymore because of all the people that you deal with.
Yeah, I mean, screwing cards up is my number one trigger, because then I'm like, great, I'm going to have to refund this guy, or
even clientele that are not even happy with the results too.
Yes. I mean, sometimes it looks better, and you just get clients that just are straight, you know, like, oh, you didn't magically turn it to a 10. It's like, it doesn't work that way.
I had one client, but I mean, I messed up his card. I mean, I'm gonna you know, take responsibility for that, because I wasn't able to take out the card crease fully. But remember, it also just depends on the crease too. I wasn't able to take it out. He was like, wow, for it to be like not even halfway taken out, or, you know, and for the money that I paid, this is a huge L. I'm like, it just really depends, you know. And I worked on that card a lot too, but of course I did overly humidify it, and it can't happen. Anything could happen to cards, you know. Sometimes you feel like you'll be able to do something great with it and, you know, fix it up really well, but some cards are just different, and then they won't take the treatment as well. And that's what I've been noticing too. But yeah, like if stuff like that does happen, it does bring me down a little bit. And I just kind of stick away from like cleaning cards for a while. And I was like, I don't want to, you know, touch a card for a day or two, and then just like reflect on what's going on, and then how to like come back into it. And just very hard to do, especially like when every single day you're getting messages, hey, update. I mean, I don't mind the updates. I don't. But
Yeah.
it's just the rude people that like kind of like tick me off.
Yeah, I mean, that's the part of this is like, I have a lot of respect for other people that do what we do, that restore cards and stuff like that. This is not easy, which is why a lot of people are reaching out to restoration artisans and trying to get people to fix it, because it requires a lot of patience. It requires an attention to detail and the right hand. And I mean, it's just such a locked in thing you need to, like, if you rush it. I remember Kurt once saying one night, like, no good restoration happens after midnight. Remember when he said that? Like, they're like being tired, or even in my grading guide to talk about when I used to drink, like, you know, having one too many and working on cards, not a good idea.
Yeah.
But not even being in the right mental space, right? Like, to your point, I've had to take a step away for like a week sometimes just to kind of reset myself and gain the confidence again to be like, okay, let me do this. Because right now we're in the situation, especially in this bear market in Pokemon, where people are leaving card restoration who've been doing it. People are going from full-time to part-time. And it's not for a lack of, I think, clients and things like that. I think it's just a lack of clients that will cooperate and be good clients. You know,
Exactly.
like, because I think a part of it is on us for not setting expectations correctly. All these people are, and it's just the internet, people are just seeing the miraculous restorations, and they think it's super easy and any card can be restored back to its former glory. But it's not true. Like, we have a lot of situations where certain cards just don't come out as good, you know. And so, you know, that's why I stopped my queue like a month or two ago, is just like to try to like, A, work on my own stuff and do more experiments, and B, like, just to try to like clear my old mental space and churn through my backlog, because there's a lot of patient clients I have that have been sitting on their card for like 2-3 months that I feel really guilty over. And I want to do them right, too. And, like, there's been situations with some of those cards, one in particular I can think of, where I screwed it up, and I sent the guy a brand new card, and I told him I'm going to fix this one still and send you this one, too. But that's not a scalable, like, form. Like, we can't be buying people's replacements. We can't be refunding people all the time. At some points, they're going to have to realize that they're going to have to take the L sometimes, and we'll work with them. I usually try to do like, hey, your next one, I'll give you a huge discount or something like that, or a credit towards. That way it's a little bit more fair in the cases where it doesn't work out. But yeah, man, I mean, it really is like a art form, and it's one of those things, like any artist, they go through ebbs and flows of both glory and, you know, that like ever so deep, dark depression of just like not feeling, like imposter syndrome is a good way to put it. Have you ever heard that term before?
Imposter syndrome, yes.
It's like basically not feeling like you're good enough, or that everyone thinks like you're the master, but you feel deep down inside like you're a fraud, right? And you can't feel that way because nobody is perfect, you know? It's easy, even when I first started doing like my full-time job, but not cards, but like programming. When I first started doing it and I got my first job, I was like working with these really smart people, and I felt so dumb. And I kind of just like decided to be humble and really just like be honest with where I was at in my skill level. And I think the same things is said to be true here, is all of these people running around like I'm the best, and that's so toxic. You just have to say, I did a really good job here, you know, or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay to give yourself a pat on the back, but also be honest about your L's too, right? Mm-hmm. A lot of these card restoration people are showing all the W's and none of the L's. And I 1000% know that these people are screwing cards up too, right? I remember having discussions on the sites with some other people we've talked to in the past, and they're like, absolutely. I've heard stories of them fixing other cards that were worked on by other people, right? So, which is a little crazy. Like, if I was somebody sending a card in as a client, and then you're like, oh, this one didn't do that good, I'm going to try this one. Like, you're just, and I think even I've heard this from another person, like, we feel commoditized, like we're not valued in the sense of our art. We're valued as a commodity. Yeah. And that's a part of the, burnout, is feeling like, man, like, people are using me as a cash register or an ATM.
We don't feel appreciated enough, basically.
Yeah. So, again, I think the solution to that is just, if you aren't feeling it that day, don't do it. And if you feel like the passion's completely gone, then leaving is probably the right thing to do, right? Like, but you're going to have days that you're not feeling great, and you're going to have days you're feeling fine. And you just got to use those W's to kind of keep yourself going, right? Mm-hmm. And not get stuck on one card. I've had situations where you just over and over work on one card, and it just becomes a nightmare. Like, especially if you fix it, flatten it, and then you got an indent in it now, and you didn't even realize there's a hair in between the plates, and you're like,
dude,
here we go again.
I hate that. I remember when I fixed up a card really well, like amazingly well, and then all of a sudden they took it out of the press. Dude, one of my freaking hairs was on that freaking plate, and it caused a huge hairline indent in the back, and I got so pissed off, and I'm like, well, I gotta rehumidify, I gotta do this. And that's the thing. Yeah, I wish people and, clients understood. It's just patience. Yeah, it's a process. We take our time. I know a lot of people are like, oh, this person takes 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. Okay, that's cool that they can take that much time, but it takes real patience and, to do everything correctly, making sure we don't scorch the card, making sure it's flattened well, dried completely well, so you can get it in a good manner. And, I'm going to talk about this. I had a major burnout with this one client that, I had a huge backlog. I was running through a lot, and you see my orders. And he's like, dude, you had my car for 3 months and you still haven't touched it. I'm like, dude, chill. Like, I respect the queue. I have to respect it, especially if I was getting 20 plus per order, and most of them were damages. So I'm like, I have to, look, this will show you how many orders. Look, that's maybe 15 cards in there. Yeah. And there's more that I finished up today. Look at this.
I saw you had a whole rack.
Yeah. I'm doing all this, and majority of them are all fixes, and I just wish people understood that. It's not that I'm taking long on your order. Like, I had one person saying, "Oh, your payment method is more quicker than actually getting your cards back," and I told the chick, well, it's because the payment needs to be done so you can be in the queue. If you don't pay, you don't get in the queue at all. And I told her, I put my foot down. I'm like, look, I'm going to talk to you, and I'm going to tell you this so we can be on the same page, so you can have an understanding on how it works and all this. And after that, she never replied to me again. It's been 2-3 days because she's been demanding, I need an answer now. Where are my cards? I'm like, I guess she thought I was stealing them. Like, I don't even need to steal people's cards. I don't even like that. I'm an honest person. I have had my cards stolen before. I would never do that to anybody else, because I wouldn't want anybody to feel the same way that I felt that same day when I got my card stolen.
Reputation is a big deal in this space, and that's why I think some people have exited, is because the minute there's allegations of packages going missing, cards disappearing, the lack of communication, which I'm guilty of sometimes. I take a while to get back to people. I will get back to you, but it's not going to be same day. I
would try to message back, but if the person's being rude, we have every right to not even message them.
Yeah, especially with these holidays right now. People have to be under... I picked up a card from a card show, and someone recently, a week... I told them it was going to be 2 or 3 weeks, and right at the 2-3 week mark, they were like, what's the status? You know what I mean? And I'm like, we're in the holidays right now, bro. Like, I'm thinking this, right? I haven't messaged. I'm always nice and courteous. You have to be. You can't.
You have to be nice and courteous.
Yeah.
I try to stay nice and courteous, but there will be times where I'm very serious in a message. Like there was this one guy, like he paid express. I understand that, and I told him straight up, like, look, it's gonna take a while because I need to flatten your cards. Your cards, when you sent them to me, it looked like they were warped in some weird way, and I know once they're warped, in a weird way, it's very hard for it to come completely flat, or at least try to get into like straight. And it took a while. It took maybe a week or two, and the guy's like, well, I paid for express, so I should have been getting him 3 to 4 days before. I'm like, dude, that's not how it works. Express fee just means that you get to jump the queue from whatever number, from number 30 all the way to 1, and yours goes to priority. But depending on your cards, it really depends on how the cards work with me and how the cards are, because every card is different. And he's like, oh, I understand. I need them fast as possible. I want them to get graded. Did you put insurance on the thing? Because I can't afford these to get lost. And he was kind of trying to blame me for shit. And I'm just like, look, dude, cards are sent. Let me know when you get them. That's it.
Yeah.
And that causes a lot of burnout on me too, man. Especially when people are like that.
Yeah, and that's where don't be afraid to tell a client, listen, this isn't something that I wave a wand. Like, this takes a week or two of just focusing on the card to do right for things like creases and stuff like that, right?
Exactly.
And there's moments, like there was this card I worked on that had some little dings at the top, and they're so fine. I've tried the heat pen, I've tried humidification, I tried everything. And just no luck. So I'm just going to be like, listen,
I worked on this.
Go. I mean, it looks better, but it's definitely still there.
So
this
there was
page card came out good, though. In fact, I love that. I'm going to share what I did to take this indent out, because I cleaned it, and then the guy messaged me. He was like, by the way, did you see the indent? And I was like, no, I was in a hotel room. I didn't remember when I was in that hotel room. I was like, I didn't see the indent. But later, I looked at it, and I did this new method that worked really well. We'll talk about it in the page.
Hell yeah. So that penny sleeve thing, the what's it called? I can't even think. This burnout is really getting me.
I know you're talking about the double sleeve.
No. Just the regular, the perfect fitted.
Oh, really?
It really does work. Look.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Okay. Yeah, so I was talking to GPT about this, and basically it was like, or not GPT, it was Gemini, and it said right when you take it out of the heat press or whatever after it's dry, and don't leave it on your desk. Like, just put it in a perfect fit, and then double sleeve it, and then throw it into a card saver.
So check this out. There's a crease right in the corner.
Oh yeah, you have a new method you want to share in the Patreon about creases, don't you?
Yeah.
It's experimental still.
It's experimental still, but I mean, I'll still give them a little sneak peek of what I'm looking into and what I've discovered today. Of just fully that, and it's all today. Literally, I was just basically just focusing on how to So this is the card I'm gonna be working on in the page, but if you can see, there's nothing in the front, but you can tell right there, right here in the green part. That's how it was before. Those little fuckers right there.
And the card was creased all the way through,
all the way through, yeah. And where the flames are, you can still see bits of it. So I worked on the middle, and you can see right there, there's nothing in the middle. Look at that.
Yeah,
look at that gaping mouth right there, clear as day.
Yeah. There was a crease going right through that too, huh?
Yeah, you can still see remnants of it. But so far, it's looking great.
Yeah. That's awesome.
This card was dirty as hell too. Remember when I showed this in the episode? One of the episodes?
That had adhesive all over it or whatever, huh?
Yeah, look at that.
Hell yeah. Well,
I love projects like this.
Let's do it. We'll hop in the page, but just a couple of things before we do. we gave away this Mega Dream Mini Xbox in the Discord live that we had the other day, which was awesome.
Fun. It was
so
fun
much
live.
fun. We talked about some real cool stuff in there too that we'll talk about on some future episodes. Like Sebastian and I came across some really cool things that the Patreon people shared with us, and holy cow, there's a lot there. I think that is really interesting that could be used for restoration, especially the Japanese paper. I actually bought some.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You were able to find some?
Once that comes in, we'll give that a shot.
Hell yeah.
We have the Crease challenge too. So this Pokemon Center ETB we're giving away at the beginning of the year to whoever can provide the most creative and
Can I get in just because I'm finding a new way to Crease?
Hey, you know what? If you nail it, then sure, why not, Sebastian? I bought it, but I have a feeling
it's for our Discords and for our people in the Patreon.
I would send you an empty ETB anyway. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll put it there and just have it there sealed. Right there with the acrylic and everything. But hey guys, if you're not
later, you open it and it's empty.
if you're not in the page or the Discord, go ahead and join. We'll be putting those links in our bio, and also just it's a good community. Everybody there is rocks. Everybody there is cool as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. We help each other out. Everybody's innovative. Everybody's looking for their own ways to do things, and they help each other out. And that's what the community is all about: learning from each other. We're all trying to learn from each other, and that's how it should be instead of hiding shit. Yeah. You shouldn't be hiding stuff.
Yeah, I remember somebody was saying like, oh, and then you can kind of keep it as a method to yourself. And we're immediately, me and you are like, nope, anything we're figuring out is going straight to you guys, because you guys are giving back to us too. Like that's just me and you. That's what I was telling them. Me and you working on new methods, that's not going to figure out new innovative methods as fast as a whole tribe. You know what I mean? So that's what, like, that guy from the Philippines or whatever that was talking about how Japanese doesn't have black core, and maybe you could soak those. And
it's not a black core, but it's like a blue core?
There is no, like, if you look at between a Japanese card, there is no black core. He's right. It's a thinner card, and it's made out of different material. So it can maybe withstand more humidity. You could probably do this new method I'll talk about in the page with steam too.
Steam.
Yeah. But anyway, join the page. Use code PokeMaster to save 10%. Make sure you do it in desktop, because iOS will rip your head off with 30% fees. So go to cardboardalchemist.com, sign up there. Join the Patreon. Connect your Discord to the Patreon to get access to the exclusive chat. We have eBay cards that I come across that look fixable. I post in there. We have an advanced restoration chat that's for paid members only, so no loosey-goosey talks and no BS going on in there. Sebastian and I are always jumping on people's questions in there and getting stuff answered. And really just an awesome community. Plus, if you fix cards and you want to be credited in our public episodes, which is about to show right now, join the Master Alchemist tier. That helps further support us. Plus, it gives you access to all of the exclusive tutorials on PokemasterCenter.com. Mm-hmm. Without further ado, let's jump in the page. What do you think, Seabass?
Let's get it.
Bam, 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 bam.
Bam. I don't know how to do that. I look weird as fuck doing it.
Love you guys. See you in the next app.
Bye.
My chain, my chain, my chain, my chain. Don't you like my chain? My chain, my chain. Don't you like my chain, man? Young Gucci Mane, and I'm popping off the chain, man. And my Jacob is so fruity. Call me Gucci Mane, no, you call me Gucci Gucci. My chain, my chain. Don't you like my chain, man? Young Gucci Mane, and I'm popping off the chain, man. And my Jacob is so fruity. Call me Gucci Mane, no, you call me Gucci Gucci. I came